Hello, everyone, and welcome to another chess puzzle deep dive.
Ready for a challenge?
Always.
All right.
Today's puzzle, it's a classic mid-game battle.
Oh, yeah.
You've got your pieces kind of set up nicely, but black has a pretty solid defense.
Okay.
So let's break down the board first.
Okay.
Your queen is sitting pretty on h5,
H5.
knight on f4,
Yeah.
and your bishop is resting on d3.
All right.
You've got pawns on a2, b2, c2, f2, g2, and h2.
Yeah.
Rooks are standing guard on a1 and e1.
Mm-hmm.
Your other bishop is on c1, and the king is safe on g1.
Makes sense.
Black has rooks on a8 and h8,
Okay.
king on e8, and pawns for black are on a7, b7, c7, g6, h6, and e6, and d4.
All right.
A knight's waiting on c6, another one on d5.
Okay.
Black's queen is on d7, and their bishop is poised on g7.
Oh, that's a tricky one.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's get this going.
So, what are we thinking here? Looking at this board, that pawn on d4, I mean, it's tempting, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the first thing I saw. It looks like an easy target for the queen.
Seems that way, right?
But I don't know. I'm a bit hesitant.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, black's queen is right there, just waiting to capture right back.
You're absolutely right. You can't just go for the obvious. Gotta think a bit more strategically.
Okay, so what are you thinking? Instead of like a head-on attack, maybe we'll try to improve our position a little bit.
Exactly. We want to create some opportunities, not just trade pieces.
So maybe we can use our queen to put pressure on black's side without risking a direct exchange.
I like the way you're thinking. Now, what if you moved your queen to d5?
d5. Wouldn't black just capture the queen immediately?
Yeah, their queen would probably take yours on d5.
So then what?
Then your knight on f4 swoops in and captures on d5.
Ah, I see. That knight move suddenly becomes pretty powerful.
Exactly. That knight landing on d5, it controls a bunch of important squares like c7 and e7, putting pressure on black's pawns and potentially opening up lines for your other pieces.
So even though it's not a checkmate, this move gives white a significant advantage.
Precisely. This is what we call a positional advantage. You're not winning material right away, but you're creating weaknesses in black's position that you can exploit later.
So like setting up a long-term attack.
Exactly.
You got it.
Wow. That's pretty clever. I like it.
So the answer to the puzzle is white moves their queen from h5 to d5.
Okay.
Black takes the queen with their queen from d7 to d5.
Gotcha.
And finally, white captures black's queen with their knight moving from f4 to d5.
There you go. A subtle but powerful sequence of moves.
Yes.
Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time for another chess puzzle deep dive.